The Yorubas will tell you that you cannot be a celebrant without wearing Aso Oke. I've got a brother that is an engineer. I've got a brother that is a medical doctor. But I'll tell you one thing today. We all started from this. It's unfortunate the Nigerian government is not seeing to it. It's one very good, fantastic business that could have been bringing in a lot of money into the country.
Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Faces of Nigeria, where we get to showcase exceptional Nigerians. Thank you for the amazing feedback we got from the last episode. I'm Temitope Popola. Today, I have Mrs. Iyabo Ninalowo, an Aso Oke merchant whose line of trade was passed down by her grandmother and her mother. Let's find out what this woman has to say about Aso Oke and her being in the business after so many years.
My name actually is Iyabo Ninalowo. I'm from Iyabo, from a family of Ninalowo. I'm married to Ikorodu, the Ninalowo family. I started from Iyabo, went to Adeola Odutola Elementary School, Adeola Odutola College, finished from there, had my university education done in the East, came back to Unilag for my master's. I finished in the 90s, early 90s, had my youth service done in Kano, started my banking career in the early 90s. And along the line, I just thought of it. My mom was getting old and she had actually wanted someone to succeed the business. So I had to quit my banking career. Started the business with her in the year 2005. And since then, it's been a success story. Banking to every young lady was like a dream come true in those days. I don't know about now. You see, in my own case, I've always known that I'll be coming back to the family business. But at least I wanted to taste every part of it. I wanted to go to school, having known that, well, I've gone to school. I've done all the needful. I wanted to work in a bank just to have the experience that, yes, I had that done as at the time my mates were having it done. You know, but the main thing is I've always known I'm coming back to this family business. Selling Aso Oke had been part and parcel of my life since I was a child. My mom didn't bring us up that you stay at home while she works. No, you have to be part of the business. Each and every one of us, from the eldest to the youngest, we had to be at one time or the other, sell for her, make money for her, and spend the money together. So having to come back to the business is like exhibiting or following my passion. You know, doing my hobby, doing what I enjoy doing. I was born immediately after my maternal grandmother died, so I didn't have the opportunity of meeting her. But I was told that she was selling this. And in those days, it's not that they will sit down in a shop, you know, they go from one end to the other, like hawking. People will come to them that, okay, I'll be needing Aso Oke, bring it to this group in their house or bring it to their office or wherever. But my paternal grandmom, she was a princess from Iyabo, from Fedepote actually. She had the biggest shop of Aso Oke in Iyabo along Fedepote Road. We call it Ayegun, you know. And she was known to be selling for the princes, the princesses, you know, those of the noble blood. So I grew up to know Mama Shop. We used to call her Mama Shop. And as a young girl then, we'll go to her shop, help her to do the arrangements. When some people are coming, all of us, we dressed up in Aso Oke. You know, a girl of 7, 8 years old, we'll all dress up in Aso Oke, waiting for the prospective customers. And when they see us, Mama Shop will sit down, ask us to do it one after the other. Bring this color. This is color Larry. So, how do you call it? You call it cultural education. We had gotten to learn about it from the onset. They are taught us, despite the fact that the language in our house then were colors. My mom didn't force this on me. You understand? It came as a passion. As I said, we were brought up in a way that selling a showcase is part and parcel of you. You know, either you're going to make a career out of it, or you're going to just have the knowledge. I've got a brother that is he's an MD of one of the parastatals of NNPC today. And each time that we sit down and we talk about it, we just say, wow. So at one time or the other, he had to do this. I've got a brother that is an engineer. I've got a brother that is a medical doctor. But I'll tell you one thing today, we all started from this. And at any time, if they choose to have anything to do with Aso Oke, they're not going to be a novice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to force any of my kids with something that, so Almighty God be the glory, they've been able to pass the exams. You know, so if they need to pick it up as a career, fine. If they don't want to, fine. I've got nieces with me, I've got cousins, I've got relatives. I know that the business won't die. The Yorubas will tell you that you cannot be a celebrant without wearing Aso Oke. There's no way you can. You have to make yourself out of the crowd. Something we have to distinguish you that you're the one having this party done. You know, so and again, a lot of improvements. That had been able to sustain it too. A lot of improvements. We're not just sitting down, waiting for, selling the same whole things. They're bringing in so many things into it. It's unfortunate the Nigerian government is not seeing to it. It's one very good, fantastic business that could have been bringing in a lot of money into the country. You know, this is something that we do wear. We don't have to buy in dollars. We don't have to, in as much as 40–50% of our raw materials do come in from China and Korea. We've been able to save foreign exchange. You know, my dreams and ambition is for the federal government or the government of Nigeria to see to this business as a very lucrative source of income to our young generations, source of income to families, source of income to the government itself. If they're able to put a lot into it, you know, a lot of people will benefit directly and indirectly. I pray that the business doesn't die. A lot of African textiles, like Ankara textiles companies in Nigeria, they are dead and buried. They're not trying to resuscitate them. We shouldn't allow this to die.
That was beautiful. And for a moment, I had to pretend like I was a bride. Simply breathtaking, yeah? So do you have any interesting thing to tell us? Do you have an exceptional story to share with us? Why not reach out to us via info@corp.nige.com and we'll pick it up from there. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. Till next week, see ya.